Absolutely. And then the other product that I put on you guys is called Body Boost. Here are the tops of your hands where we put this. This is another top selling product of mine because this is a skin firming lotion. So if you look at the tops of your hands, do you see the difference? Can you feel the difference when you touch them? Yes, it's so good. I have some before and after pictures in the shopping room too if you'd like to see those. But what's cool about this is based with caffeine. No, I did not drink it. But it increases blood flow to the top layer of your skin so it can tighten and tone and smooth any area on your body that you want to have a little bit more elasticity, that you want to be just a little bit tighter. Most of my clients who use this on their face and their neck, and it is very quick acting on those areas, especially if you're using this every day or twice a day. So Body Boost, wonderful, wonderful product for that. Now, what I'm going to let you guys do is pick your favorite fragrance. So I like to pass around the Kiss in all. How many fragrances do we have now? 4. We have 4. I'm so happy. Has anybody smelled the newest scent? No. Me either, and I'm pumped. Oh my gosh, I'm jacked about it. I'm so excited. And your dress kind of has like the colors for like the new one. Did you know that?
No.
It does.
Yeah.
Guys, you have the jewel scent dress on.
Do I get for free then?
Sure, email Chris. You're like, Alicia said, check out my dress. So I'm going to pass around Kiss in all 4 of our signature Spotline scents. What I want you to do is to pick the scent that you love the best. And all I want you to write on your wish list is what that bottle looks like. So you don't have to remember the name, you don't have to remember the scent notes. Literally just let your nose do the choosing and then write down what the bottle looks like. So it can look like polka dots, it can look like gold circles, it can be pink and blue, or it can be, how would you describe this?
Rainbow.
Rainbow. Who said technical? Jewel. It can be geometric, colorful. All the colors. Rainbow.
I think it's multi-color.
Multicolored. I'm gonna fill in something real good.
Multicolored.
Real good. I like multicolored. Yeah, right?
Unicorn.
Multicolored. It's unicorn colored.
It's not really unicorn. You can make it.
It's just pretty. Write down the pretty one. Okay, so write down the bottle of the scent that is your favorite fragrance. So once you write that down, then you will know what scent you can get in all the products I'm about to tell you about, okay? So the first product that I'm going to tell you about that you can get in your signature fragrance is called Skinny Dip, which is adorable. Skinny Dip is a bubble bath and a shower gel. And it's 2 products in one. So you get 2 products for the price of 1. It is a shower gel that is very invigorating and is better than a cup of coffee in the morning because it has pheromones in it. So when you are showering with pheromones, it's getting you excited and ready for your day, right? And then on those more like relaxed evenings where you're like, I just really need a bubble bath can actually help boost sex drive. So on those days when you're feeling like you're just not in the mood, take some time for yourself. Relax, get a bubble bath. That bubble bath does have pheromones. Remember what I told you about pheromones? You might want to love yourself. So we're going to talk about some really cool waterproof submergible toys a little bit later. But write that down. Like Skinny Dip, and underneath it, vibrator. Okay? Because you might want to actually like love yourself. Okay? So Skinny Dip, amazing. Your coochie can also smell like any of these things. Raise your hand if you've heard of or used my coochie. Not my coochie, but coochie the book, right? Okay. Before we take it, who wants to tell everybody what coochie is and why it's awesome? Go for it.
It's a moisturizing shampoo.
Moisturizing shave cream. I love it. What else? Anybody else want to add anything to it? Go for it.
It's anti-razor burn.
Anti-razor burn. What else?
Rash free.
Anything else? Rash-free shave cream. Hair conditioner.
Softens your hair.
Softens your hair. Anything else?
Smells good.
Coochie smells amazing.
Plus, you can put it on his face.
Coochie can be used anywhere on the body, face included. Highly recommended. All right. So everything that you guys just said, spot on. And usually other people sell coochie for you at your parties, especially if you let them, because everybody loves coochie. So coochie, rash-free shave cream, it doesn't matter where you're shaving, guys. Your legs, your coochie, your armpits, your face, your back, your ass, your arms, whatever it is you're shaving. I'm serious. In 10 years, I've heard it all. Fingers, toes, nipples, whatever you are shaving, there's someone else out there shaving it too. You are not alone. All right, so it softens the hair, and then when you go to shave, it doesn't pull that hair, it doesn't irritate the hair follicle, so you get that nice, smooth shave. But here's what happens. Okay, so some of you guys might be in this up. You shave your legs, and you're like, God, I feel like a dolphin. Right? It's so slick and amazing. And you're like rubbing your legs together. You're like, I bet I could run faster. Right? And it feels amazing. And your legs are like flawless, right? Because you used coochie, so you don't have any razor burn. And then you put on panties.
Yep.
And those panties might have rubbing and irritation, right? And then you get the red bumps. Or you put on like a tight tank top and then you get the irritation afterwards. If you are in that boat, then I want you to write down coochie, and underneath it I want you to write down skin therapy. Skin therapy is an aftershave spray that you're going to spray on as soon as you're done shaving. It's actually going to put a protective layer on your skin. It's going to moisturize it with some botanicals and minerals. And the most important thing it's going to do is minimize your pore. So then if you have rubbing on that freshly shaven skin, it's not going to irritate that freshly shaven hair, right? So skin therapy with your coochie, amazing. Now, who has really dry skin? Yes? Anybody have tattoos? Awesome. You guys look, we are all tatted up. Amazing. And show me your tats. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Don't ask that at a party, by the way. I had a lady with a tat on her boob, and she was like, shake it out. Oh, no, show me yourself. Show me yourself. Amazing. So this is called Body Dew, and Body Dew is. I thought one of the vibrators was going off. Did nobody else hear that?
I heard it.
Was that the vacuum? Oh, an airplane.
It's a vibrator.
Oh my God, what toy is that? I was really impressed. So if you have really, really dry skin, I highly recommend Body Dew, or we have a more luxurious body cream called Body Silk. Now here's the difference between Body Dew and Body Silk. Body Dew is when you are on the go, right? You're in the morning and you need to shower and shave and make everything look good in like 45 minutes, right? So what you're gonna do with Body Dew is hop out of the shower, pat yourself dry, and spray a couple squirts in the sun. And this is going to moisturize your skin deeply, and it's also going to make your skin really shiny and sexy. So I'm gonna pass around all the different fragrances. I want you to recognize which one was your favorite signature scent and spray this on the top of your right arm. I'm passing around Love Story. If you guys haven't tried it, you're welcome to. If I pass around anything, you guys promise to bring it back up here. Because I just like to pass things. Especially vibrators. Okay. Yeah.
What if you have a party of like 20 to 15 to 20? So do you still pass it around? Or do you go individually?
I pass it around, especially when it's a big party. But I usually will have, if I have a party that big, I usually have an assistant or someone like shadowing, and I have them like keep an eye on my products and make sure that I get them all back. That's a really good question. Okay, so spray this on and compare your arms, and one is super shiny and super sexy, and then you can smell it, and it also has pheromones in it, so now you have multiple items with pheromones, and you might be getting excited. If you do need to make your booty call or booty text, please put your phone on vibrate, sit on it, set the mood a little bit. Yeah.
Is it true that the pheromones also affect your mood?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We do understand. Yeah. I'm gonna keep going with my party, but if you guys have questions or like anything else, if you guys can write them down, and then we'll leave time at the end for that. Is that cool? Yeah. Okay. Just because I'm super like what you've seen. So, explain myself. All right. So Body Dew, Body Silk, and then we have a really good body spray that's called Kiss. And Kiss is a refreshing body spray. It has white and green tea extracts in it, so when you spray this on, it is very invigorating. It just feels really refreshing. This is something you want to keep in your car, in your gym bag, just when you need that little extra boost of scent, or you want to smell really good, or feel really good. It's very invigorating. The Body Silk, I forgot to tell you, the Body Silk is more luxurious. So on those days when you are taking a bubble bath and you want to feel just a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more pampered, that Body Silk is a body butter that is super, super soft and creamy. All right, we do have some skincare products that I'm just gonna tell you about. And if you guys have questions about them, please write them down on your wish list. We have a product called Revive that is advanced therapy moisture. It holds 400 times its weight in water. My daughter, at 4 months, we found out she had eczema to the point where her cheeks were cracked and bleeding, and it was awful. But we started putting this Revive on overnight. It revitalized her skin. So I'm serious. If you have very dry, cracked skin, your heels, if you have really dry elbows, if you're on your knees a lot, I'm not here to judge you, I'm here to help you. So Revive is advanced therapy moisture for your skin. If you have any type of scarring, we have something called Miracle Oil. Miracle Oil, I'm actually going to pass this around too in case you guys haven't tried it. This stuff is the bomb. So it has 9 essential oils in it. This can help with scarring. And so if you have a freshly healed wound that you want to prevent scarring on, I will be honest with you, it works best on newer scars. So the scars that have lost their color, then those are typically dead skin cells, and it's a little bit harder to fade them. It can still fade them a little bit, but the newer, fresher scars really does help to fade that. We also have a product called Save My Skin that is phenomenal for stretch marks, both the prevention and the reduction of stretch marks. Same thing though, if those are the white ones that you got overnight in 3rd grade, go rock those, because they are pretty sticky. But if it is ones that have a little bit more color in them, then it can help to fade those, and it can help with prevention because it hydrates the skin and makes it really, really soft and sexy. Am I missing anything on that page? I think that's it. I think that's it. Oh! But this, I think this is where I'll put this in. I think this is where I'll stick it. Yeah, I think I will. Okay, and this is what I'll do, Okay, so, it's all working out, guys, sorry. So, with Pure Romance, we like to focus on 3 areas of how your mind and your body respond to intimacy. And those 3 areas of how your mind, there's just the stripper, he's come back. If the 3 areas of how your mind and your body respond to intimacy are desire, arousal, and orgasm. Okay, so what is desire? For a ticket, who can tell me what desire is?
Lust.
What did you say?
Lust.
Lust, yes, ooh, that's a good word, I like that. Did you take it?
Wanting.
The wanting,
Craving.
What did you say?
Craving.
The craving. Oh God, you guys have really good words for this. Yeah, so it's your sex drive, right? It's your libido. Desire is that wanting to be intimate. And what we are finding nationwide is that people, in general, men and women, are having a real huge decline on desire. By the end of the day, people are tired, people are stressed, people have other things on their mind, medications are affecting desire and libido, and so we at Pure Romance are trying to work to help with that. And all the products that we've talked about so far can help with desire, can help to make you feel sexy and beautiful and confident. The next product that I'm going to show you is going to make you feel even more sexy and is really good to pair with our lingerie. You guys should totally demo lingerie too, I'm just saying. So I have like a little 31 toe with like all my lingerie. If you have questions about it, write it down. Okay. So the second phase of the sexual response cycle is arousal. Okay. And who can tell me what happens to your body when you're physically aroused?
Nipples get hard.
Yes, your nipples get hard. You get hot.
Inflammation.
Temptation, right? Your brain starts like thinking of other things. Yes, you get like all like the endorphins flowing. You get horny. You get more excited, right? Blood starts rushing throughout your entire body. So what happens is that means there's less blood in your brain, so you lose inhibition. You're like, it happens. The more foreplay you have, the more likely you are to like do fun things, right? Your skin also becomes more sensitive to touch, so things feel better. So all of these things happen with arousal. Another thing that happens during arousal is for women on the inside, the vaginal walls actually elongate and widen to allow for penetration. That's called vaginal tenting. That takes about 12 to 20 minutes. Okay, it does not happen in desire. We don't think about sex in our vaginas like, okay, I'm ready, bam, bam, let's do this, right? It's not how it happens. For men, it is. The wind blows right for them, and they're like, ready. So they're like 12 to 20 seconds. They are very much like microwaves. We are very much like crock pots. We need that warming up process. Part of that warming up process, we need to own up to. And we need to take time for that, right? So part of that warming up process is us pampering ourselves. Back to the glitter. So I'm going to pass this around. I'll start over here now. Okay, I'm just going to let you guys all play with this. And if the whole bottle is gone by the time it comes back to me, I understand. Because I used like half of it, so. Okay, so good. So this is something called Afterglow. And this is something that can make you feel sexy day or night. You want to put this on some really sexy areas. So and it smells like the Flirt perfume, which I told you guys is something that is so sexy. It actually has grapefruit undertones in it, which is meant, when people smell grapefruit on you, they think you're 10 years younger, which is why you guys thought I was so young. Exactly why. So, and the glitter. So it is a shimmer, and I love it because it's very subtle. So it's really good right here on your collarbone, anywhere that you want to accentuate. If you're wearing a dress that's backless, down your leg, on the tops of your feet, on your tattoos, anywhere that you just want to draw some attention, maybe like your cheekbones, or your eyes, your hands, everything. And this is really good to pair with the lingerie. So, if you do not already own a piece of lingerie that makes you feel sexy, I recommend getting one. I actually have a couple of pieces of lingerie that I let people try on. You can try on the tops. If you try them on, you get 10% off of that piece of lingerie. But I do think it's very important that every woman has a piece of lingerie that makes them feel really sexy and really beautiful and really confident, because lingerie is about us. It's not about them. They could give a crap, right? They're excited. They're excited that you're even giving them any, right? Lingerie is for you, to make you feel sexy and to make you feel confident and amazing. So this is something that's really good to pair. You guys are all like loving this. I'm so excited. I know, right?
It's a bit more time.
So good. We're gonna sell Jesus out of this. You guys okay? So sparkling and pretty. This is gonna be really hard for me to continue. Alright, so we talked about that sexual response cycle. We have desire, we have arousal, we have orgasm. Now, remember how I talked about how desire is hard for some people. And taking time for yourself and making yourself feel sexy can be that first step. But sometimes you actually need to flip-flop the desire and the arousal. And what I mean by that is sometimes your brain isn't in the mood, but if you kickstart your body, right? So let's take a time where you were like, whatever, I'm not in the mood, but fine, like you can give me a massage, you can touch me, right? And then like halfway through that play, you're like, yeah, I did want this, right? So sometimes you need to kickstart your body before your brain recognizes that yes, you are in the mood, right? And that can be massage, that can be foreplay, that can be just self-stimulation, touching and tickling all over the body, right? Taking that time, again, to pamper yourself. Where's the thing? Oh, there's the thing. There's the thing. Okay. If you guys don't already have In Good Hands, get it? Once it's on back order. It's amazing. Raise your hand if you've already demo In Good Hands. So good. So what I normally do at my parties is I go around and I massage people the palm of their hand with the In Good Hands and the Aura. And then I have a volunteer massage, or I'll just pass these around. If it's like a big crowd, I'll just pass it around. If it's a little bit more intimate, then I have a volunteer like rub somebody. So the two that we're going to talk about tonight, Serenity and the Hot Heart Massager. Now this is one of my top selling products, but you cannot just have one. Okay, I swear, if every woman had 2 to 10 of these and a vibrator, we would have world peace. Down, like it would just happen. Everyone would just be so happy. Everything is awesome. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to come around and put this on the underside of your right arm. The underside. Okay, I'm sorry. Serenity. Oh my goodness. Now this is Serenity. This is a non-greasy massage lotion. It's aromatherapy lotion, so it smells fabulous. Don't rub it in yet. You guys are gonna have a little white blob on your arm. You might have flashbacks. I apologize. Just be grateful it's not in your hair, okay? little massage lotion right there. And I'm gonna pass this around and let you massage. But first I'm gonna massage our hostess. So the day you're hosting a party, I get to rub her.
I know it look good on us, right?
Room temperature.
I
On
know
the
it look
inside
good
is
on
a
us,
tiny
right?
nose. I'm like, tiny nose and bend it back and forth. This whole thing gets hot and hard. Right before your eyes.
Shoot, I needed this for my wedding.
Right?
Oh, there we go.
I heck I needed this for my wedding.
I might need to wear this every day. She right about that, right?
Of course. All right, so it gets hot and hard. This gets 129 degrees. Raise your hand if you ever had a hot stone massage. Hot stone massages are amazing. They're also crazy expensive, but some of the best massages you'll ever have. That's also why I recommend having 2 of these, because you can rest these on your shoulder blades wherever you have a lot of tension, or your lower back, or your neck, and it works out that tension. And then if you have this being rubbed at the same time, it really helps to work that tension. So this is how I'm gonna rub you. Now here's the thing. Okay. Let's preempt this. Okay. So as I'm rubbing you, I'm gonna show you 4 strokes. And the reason that I'm showing you 4 strokes is because different strokes for different folks. Would you guys agree? Yeah. What feels good for me? Not gonna feel the same for you. Not gonna feel the same for you. So don't knock until you try it, right? Every inch of your body could be a hot spot, it could be an erogenous zone, and you don't know unless you try it. And I mean every inch of your body, right? Your forehead, your fingertips, your toes, your eyelids, your armpits. You're like, ew, Felicia, armpits. You're gonna go home later, you're gonna be touching around, you're gonna be like, damn it, she's right. Explore your body. Figure out what feels good for you. Because the other side is that you cannot tell someone how to get somewhere if you have never been there yourself, right? So you need to explore your body and figure out what feels good. So I'm going to teach you 4 strokes. The other really important thing is communication. So I need you to communicate with Brittany. I'm going to need you to say, yes, Felicia, I like that stroke. No, Felicia, I don't like that stroke. Or could you do that other stroke again? Right? And it's really important that you do this during your foreplay. You say, yes, baby, I like that. I don't like that so much. Could you do that other thing again? Right? It is really important to have that communication. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it in the heat of the moment, it's a conversation that you can have afterwards. And we also have 2 amazing games that can help you with communication. Date night 1, date night 2. If you have questions about those, ask me in the shopping room. I can show you some of the cards. But phenomenal game to help with that. So you ready for your first stroke? Okay, the first stroke are the long strokes. Do you like the long strokes? She does. She does. And then these are the big circles. Do you like the big ones? She likes the big ones the best. Very good. And then these are the little ones. Do you like the little ones? The little circles? No, not the little ones. And then these are the figure eights. Do you like the figure eights? Are those good? Okay, good. Now, this is your choice. You can either rub each other or rub yourself.
I'm jealous.
Competition though. Okay, ready? So we're just gonna scream, just like.
That's like a long
Okay,
stroke,
ready?
too.
Here we go.
Take that, Monica.
I'll be like, what was that screaming about? Because we're having such a good time. Okay, so it's a hot heart massager. Pass it around. Oh, guys, we're not even halfway through. It's great. Okay. Massage is really important. Massage can help you reconnect. Massage releases endorphins. Massage is good for your body. It's good for your well-being. I have a nice little hot heart orgy over here. It's perfect. I'm going to move forward with a little bit more foreplay. So, raise your hand if you've read 50 Shades of Grey. See the movie. Oh my gosh, she fell out of her damn chair.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes! I'm reading it right now. We tell me like my Alright. If you have seen 50 Shades, or if you have read 50 Shades, or if you at least know what it's about, 50 Shades did all of them. 50 Shades did a couple of amazing things. First thing that it did, which was really good for my business, the first thing that it did was it got people thinking outside of their comfort zones. It got people interested in exploring, trying new things, right? No matter how mild or wild, it just got people thinking, which was really cool. The second thing that it did that wasn't so cool was it set some really unrealistic high expectations. Really high. So, like, I had women coming to me in the private shopping room with Liz and Felicia. I need tied up, I need flogged, I need spanked, I need someone to whisper something dirty in my ear, and then I can orgasm. Like, in that order. And that's what I'll tell you about foreplay. Foreplay should be fun. Foreplay should be exploring your body, right? Foreplay should be playful. It should not be serious, right? Unless you're like role playing like the good cop, bad cop, right? Which is fine. But it should be something fun. It should be that exploration. And just keep in mind that weird things might happen, right? You might fall off the bed. Weird noises might happen, right? You just don't know. So keep that in mind. Now, if you do want to take things to the next level, you can get bondage. Okay, we have two sets of bondage that are super, super fun, and it's a 2-point or 4-point restraint. It's called the Sexy Spreader or the Bed Bondage and Beyond. Okay, and what this does, this literally, whoever is in that bondage is surrendering control. So if you are a control freak, this is hottest for you because you are literally being tied up and saying, do what you want with my body. Okay, that's exciting. So when you are tied up, you are surrendering your body. But here's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna set the stage for you. Okay, this is what you did. You got, let's say you went big. You got the bed bondage and beyond, okay? And you tied them down. So they are tied down wrists and ankles on your bed. And then you blindfold them, okay? And when you blindfold them, they're like, what's happening? And you're like, shh. Don't say anything, it'll freak them out, okay? And then you go have a snack, and then you come back. You're like, oh my God. Okay, so then you're gonna take this tickle whip, because your hands are fun. Your hands can do really cool things. Your hands can do massage, your hands can do like tickling, your hands can do spanking, light scratching, or not light scratching, whatever. But this is really fun because it's totally different texture. Get something that is a different texture. We have this, we have a flogger, we have a crop. When I pass around the new catalog, you guys might see some of the 50 Shades stuff. Did you already see it?
I
Did you see it?
Because I have my leaders in Portland.
Oh, dang it. Well, the rest of you guys. Okay, so get something with different texture. This is called the Tickle Whip. The Tickle Whip has a soft, feathery texture, and then it has a little bit of a rubber sting. Okay, now what you're not going to do is take this and hit them over and over and over and over, okay? Unless they're very, very naughty, right? And they didn't do something you wanted them to do. No, what you're going to do, this is about anticipation. This is about building sexual tension, right? So they're tied up, they're blindfolded, you're going to say, baby, we're going to find all your hot spots. And they're like, ooh, right? And then you take this and you start tickling. And when you tickle, you're gonna know when you find one of their hot spots because they're gonna be like, ooh, you're gonna mark it, keep going. You're like, oh my gosh, it's so freaky and wild. All right, and then you can use some of the other products that I'm getting ready to talk about to kiss and lick and focus on those areas where you might have made a tiny little welt, right? So Tickle Whip, super fun way to play. Those games that I was telling you about, super, super fun. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about, where do I want to go from here? Where do we go? Let's talk about the clitoris. I think it's time. Okay, so, yes. Does anybody else need this? Has this rope smell this? Did everybody get some?
Right here, I think.
This one must We might give it away. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Get your ones out. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Is this like, are my movies just like making it all jumbly?
Kind of.
This is not good.
I obviously wear these all the time. Was it better over here?
Yeah.
And not in the valley? Okay.
The valley.
Okay. This one we're going to talk about the clitoris. This is very important. This might be one of my favorite parts of the entire catalog. So, what I'm going to have you guys do is make a peace sign. Flip it down. Do you want to pass it around so everybody can smell it? Yeah. Has everybody smelled the flirt perfume?
No.
Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. And maybe like spray it in the lid so people can smell it from the lid. No. But you're special, you get some. You get a squirt. Alright, so peace sign. Flip it down. Take your thumb, put it up in between those two fingers. This is your new clitoris. Isn't she cute? This would be your inner lips, your inner labia. Right? This whole external part is your vulva. And where the inner lips and labia meet up at the top, that is the clitoris. Now, everybody's clitoris is different. Sometimes people have a long clitoris. Sometimes people have very tiny clitoris. Sometimes the clitoris is covered by a hood completely or just a little bit. Sometimes the clitoris is really sensitive to touch. Sometimes women need extra pressure or extra stimulation. But the one thing that every clitoris has in common is that she is there for pleasure. She is not there to look cute, and she is not there for decoration. She is there for pleasure, okay? And she is actually there because over 85% of women cannot orgasm without getting the clitoris involved. Which means over 85% of women do not orgasm during intercourse unless they are taking matters into their own hands or getting the reach around. It's not happening, right? So we have actually developed on, I think it's still on page 16. Nope, it's 14 now. On page 14, we have clitoral enhancement creams. And when you take a pea-sized amount of any of these and rub it in all the way on the clitoris, it increases blood flow to the clitoris, makes it cool and tingly, makes it more sensitive to touch. So what this can do for you, this can help you get in the mood, right? So on those days when you're like, gosh, I'm just not feeling it, I'm not in the mood, right? And your brain is taken over, it's gonna take all the blood from your brain and put it directly in your clitoris. So you will be in the mood, you will be excited. So it can help boost your sex drive. It can also help make things more sensitive to touch, so anything that's going wrong is gonna feel right. It's gonna feel a little bit better, feel a little bit more sensitive, and it can help for the woman who's having a hard time orgasming, right? It can help get you over the hump. Thank you. Okay, there are 4 different clitoral creams. Actually, there's 3 different creams and 1 gel. I do ask that you ask me in private which one is best for you, because I have some questions that I can ask you one-on-one to make sure that you leave with a product that's going to work for you. So if this is something you're curious about, you can trace your clitoris on your wish list, or you can just write clitoral creams, and we can talk about that one-on-one. Sound good? All right, next thing we're gonna talk about are some everyday lubricants. You're still on Movie Walk, right? This is a really dangerous shirt. I didn't realize it till today. Okay, so we're gonna talk about some everyday lubricants. Everyday lubricants are meant anytime you are doing any type of insertion. Okay, so whether that's a finger, a penis, or a toy, hopefully your list stops there. Whatever it is you're inserting, you want to make sure that you use a good lubricant for a couple different reasons. First of all, you want to create a barrier between whatever it is you're inserting and your vaginal tissue. So create that barrier so that you don't upset your pH balance and don't get a bacterial infection.
Yeah.
Why am I hearing like creepy shit?
There's only 500 kids left, just so you guys know.
Oh, only 500. I will not be offended if you guys are on your phone like ordering stuff at all. That's really good. So,
Just
yeah,
be
go for it.
patient.
Yeah, be patient. This website is like super super slow, but yeah, go for it. So anytime you're inserting anything, make sure you use a good lubricant to create that barrier. The other reason you want to use a good lubricant, and I hear this all the time. I always have the women at my parties who are like, Felicia, I don't need a lube. I'm so wet already. Right?
Right. They
Right?
always say
You guys
that.
hear
Right.
this? Okay? And I'm like, you know what? You might be wet. You might be ready to go. You might be really excited. I'm happy for you and your vagina. Right? And then halfway through, it might sound like this. You're like, wait a minute. Why is it dry? What happened? The reason that you can sometimes lose your vaginal moisture halfway through is because the penis is a sponge. And because it is a sponge, if it is not moisturized, it is going to steal your vaginal moisture. Rude, right? Toys can do the same thing. Toys can do the same thing because they're porous, so they're stealing vaginal moisture. So it is absolutely imperative that every woman have a good everyday lubricant right next to their bed. Just Like Me is my top selling lubricant for a couple of different reasons. First of all, it is pH balanced. I'll pass this around and let you put a little bit on your finger. Just rub this between your thumb and your forefinger until it dries out. And once it dries out, hold on to it and I'm going to have you do a fun trick. But this is very wet, very natural. It is pH balanced. So for women who are very sensitive, prone to yeast or bacterial infections, it is such a great lubricant. And it's also really good for women who have any type of dryness. And I have a lot of clients who have vaginal dryness. You can have dryness at any time in your life for any number of reasons. If you're a tampon user, you can have vaginal dryness. If you're on birth control, antihistamines not only drive your sinuses, they can drive other things too. Birth control, stress medication, you've had too much to drink. What'd you say? Too many jobs? Menopause, right? Menopause, hysterectomy, children, right? You might be dehydrated. Like a lot of different things can contribute to vaginal dryness. And what's nice about the Just Like Me is this is a vaginal moisturizer. So if you have dry skin, you put on Body Dew, right? If you have vaginal dryness, put on some Just Like Me. This is something that you can just apply to help replenish moisture. Now the cool thing that this does, once that has absorbed into your fingers, I want you to lick it and rub it again, and what happens? Oh my God, it's Just Like Me again. Right? So it re-wets. It is a re-wetting lubricant, which means the more aroused you get, the more you produce your own natural lubrication. It re-wets with your body, which also means you do not need more than one pump or you will be the human still inside. Okay? A little bit goes a very long way of all of our products. Thank you for holding all of these here. Now, if you want something more long-lasting, we have two silicone lubricants. And the reason that a silicone lubricant is more long-lasting is because the molecules are too large to absorb into your skin. So they are very, very long-lasting. Those two silicone lubricants are Pure Pleasure and Simply Silk. The difference between them is this. Pure Pleasure is a little bit thinner, a little bit softer feeling, and that is a very high concentration of silicone. So what that means is it's great for water play, it's great for anal play, and it's very long-lasting. Now, you cannot use that specific lubricant with any toys that are silicone. Silicone lubricant and silicone toy, they do not play well together, okay? So if you have a silicone toy, and if you don't know if it's silicone or not, if it's from Pure Romance, ask me. I have a whole chart that I keep in the back that I can tell you what the material of your toy is. But if you have a silicone toy and you like that soft, silky, long-lasting feel, then you're going to want to get a lubricant called Simply Silk. And I'll pass this around so you can feel this on your finger and feel the difference of that. It's a little bit thicker than the Pure Pleasure, but it still has that same soft, silky feel to it. It just doesn't have as high of a concentration of silicone as the Pure Pleasure, so you can use it with silicone toys. Make sense?
Yes.
The next lubricant we're going to talk about is a playful lubricant. This is for the fun times, the freaky times. When you're rubbing and licking and kissing all over the body, right? So remember earlier I told you guys that you need 12 to 20 minutes of continuous foreplay before your oven is preheated and ready to stick in the turkey, right? So women need that warming up process before they can have comfortable penetration. And this is a good way to prolong your foreplay. So if you were like 12 to 20 minutes, Felicia, what are we supposed to do for all that time? Like normally my foreplay is left boob, right boob, goal is a hole, and that is it, right? Here, it's a really good tool. Again, I just need you to know that I don't make this stuff up. I stole that from earlier. It's all in the story. All right. But this is a really good lubricant to help you with that foreplay. This is called Whipped. Whipped is an edible lubricant. It is something that can flavor your body. So here's a fun trick you can do with this. You can take this Whipped and you can put this on 3 different places on your body. And I want you to pick places on your body that maybe you already know feel good for you to be like touched and tickled, right? So maybe you've explored and you're like, the back of my knees, wow. I wonder if it'd be like nice to be licked there. So you're gonna rub it in all the way, okay? And then just pick 2 other places. So 3 places on your body, you're rubbing this on all the way. And then you're gonna put them on the trail. Okay, you're gonna say, I put this on 5 different places on my body, and you need to find all 5, okay? And you're gonna let them smell it and taste it and say, go ahead and find them. And they're gonna find the first, and the second, and the third, and they're gonna keep licking, licking, licking. And eventually they'll pop up and be whip and be like, down there, fight the pistol. Or you could just be like, or maybe 3. I don't remember. It was an odd number. I don't know. Right? Maybe it was only 3. But either way, you got yours. You're welcome. So this is a really good way to flavor your body. This is something you can also rub in all the way anywhere that you know, like the money spots, that you know that you're going to be licked, because then you know it's going to taste really good. They might spend extra time there. This is also very soft and creamy. So I'm going to pass this around and let you put this on the top of your hand. Rub this in all the way and then taste it. I wish that was the new flavor. Oh my gosh.